Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chasing the Zard. Now this video will be coming out on Prismatic Evolution's release date. Not opening that yet, I don't have it yet. I film my videos at least a few days beforehand. I gotta edit them. So I will be getting some of the products soon, but I'm still missing some I haven't been able to pre-order. So I might just wait till I have all those to finally open it. That set's been crazy. Trying to order it's been crazy. Been getting bought up really fast, relisted for really high prices. So it's done some weird things to the market. In this video, we'll kind of focus on that effect a little bit because the market is currently going crazy. And that effect is hitting two sets specifically that I want to look at today, Brilliant Stars and Lost Origin. Now I have an ETB of each, I also have a booster bundle for Lost Origin, a build and battle for Brilliant Stars, and 2 extra boosts for Brilliant Stars, so it should be about 14 packs of each. And I'm going to try to talk about the market price of these set as I open it, so if it gets a little disjointed, apologies beforehand. But we're going to start with Brilliant Stars. And I figure since we're talking about the pricing, let's start with loose packs. Alright, pack number 1. Hopefully I remember to do the... oh, didn't do that right. I do the card trick this whole time. But yeah, so starting with Brilliant Stars, pack prices, they started the year at... they started at the low in August of like $3.56. Sorry, I have notes off the side of the screen, so I wrote all this down. So hopefully I don't sound too terrible during that. But now they're at a high of $4.92, so that's a kind of like 40% increase, maybe a little less. And they did have a dip in during Black Friday down to like $3.74, and they've just gone up since then. Because there was the Target deal, so there was a lot of availability. And you know, they caught a decline from there. Alright, we have a Vaporeon Trainer Gallery and Charizard V. Well, that's a great pack to start off with. Pack number 2. And you might see $4.92 and think, that's not that bad, you know? That's not terrible. But you gotta remember, for these packs, the list price I think was, what, $3.99? As the MSRP back in the day. So, you know, that is a significant jump, especially when it was below MSRP back in August. But yeah, I mean, I'm expecting these to keep climbing. These are about to go out of rotation in the next year, you know, in 2025. So, another Vaporeon. Kind of weird. Let's move on to the ETB. Now, the ETB hit a yearly low in April at about 36.34. Now it's at a high of 54.42. So that is actually a 50% increase in value over that time. Again, this did have a drop during Black Friday because these were available from Target for $20. If you could get them, they were very hard to get. This is one of those Black Friday ETBs. And that did drop the price down to $44.35, but again, it has since increased to $54. Now the current price is sitting at about $6 per pack. So it is actually more expensive than just loose packs. And we've gone through what's in these before, so we're not going to pay too much attention to the contents. So we'll give out the code card. And this is Sword and Shield era, so there is no promo in here. But we do have 8 packs. Alright, now pack number 1. Of course, these ones are flipped the other way, so what do you know, this isn't going to have a hit in here. We can speed through quickly. Maybe this Trainer Gallery hit. Nope. Turtwig. Now pack number 2. Now there is a Pokemon Center variety of the ETB. It's pretty similar. It has 2 extra packs, so you're going to 10 instead of 8. But that started the year at a pretty much a low in February of $50.50, and has since climbed to $70.18, so it's kind of a significant increase in the amount. Pack number 3. But the Pokemon Center ETB itself did go out of stock on Pokemon Center a few months ago, at which point the price did jump up. And this is actually one of the more expensive ways to get packs if you get one of these ETBs, the Pokemon Center ones, because it is about $7.02 per pack, so it's pretty high. Nothing special in there. Those 2 loose packs are dominating this ETB right now. But the most expensive way to get packs is the ETB. Sorry, not ETB, the booster box. So those started the year at a low of $158. They have since jumped up to $279.24, so that's a pretty high jump up in value. All right, we have the Sylveon VMAX in the trainer gallery. And Flygon V, all right, for double hits. It's actually great we pulled this. This is one of the singles we're going to talk about in a moment. Pack number 5. Now, the booster boxes did sell out on Pokemon Center in April this year. They did come back for like a quick restock in June, and I mean, they went really fast. So there was a slight dip in the pricing there, but it's just been steadily climbing since. And that's about $7.76 per pack. So that's like actually the most expensive way to get packs, which can tell you that people aren't buying it for the packs. They're buying it as a sealed product to store because they think it will hold value over time. So you're not getting it to open. Pack number 6. And that really is the same case with the Pokemon Center ETB. Again, because anything where it's like the most expensive way to get packs, you know, a price per pack, you're not buying it to open packs. You know, you're buying it to hold and hoping it goes up in value. And again, apologies, this is kind of disjointed and not that smooth. I think a lot of people talk about this stuff don't open while they're doing it, so I tried to challenge myself a little too much here. But hopefully, I can edit this to be a little bit clearer than I feel like it is right now. Pack number 7. 2 more products I'm going to bring up in a moment because we're going to open up a Build and Battle box, and that seems like the best time to talk about the Build and Battle products. We have Milcery, Drotagon Reverse, Lapras Reverse, Lapras non-holo rare, and nothing else. Well, this is what it was like back in Sword and Shield. You could have a box with only 2 hits and those were in the same pack, so maybe something else in here. Let's see if this was a dud box at all. We have Milcery, Cupchew, Dedenne, Stock Reverse, and Hypard non-holo rare. Alright, now let's talk about the Build and Battle products. First off, we have the Build and Battle box. Now these did start the year at a low of $14.56, which is, that's decently low. At this point, they're now at $21.42. Well, that's a decent increase, but the MSRP for these is only $19.99, so you're not really going too high above it. And these are still available on Pokemon Center. You can get these, you can get the next product at the stadiums. They're still easily obtainable at list price. And this is the second best way to get packs, so you get packs at about $5.36. You also do have a promo in here, which will also mitigate the cost a little bit. Now, I've been needing to pull the Bibarel promo, so hopefully I can get it. Nope, another line part. I have so many of these. But we do have another 4 packs. Pack number 1. Now, currently the best way to get packs is actually the Stadium, which is still available in Pokemon Center. It did start the year at a low of $40.91. It's now up to $49.68 market price, which is actually, I think, below MSRP, but it comes with 12 packs, and that's important because then you're paying about $4.14 per pack, and that's almost at like MSRP for Sword and Shield packs. So if you're looking to get packs to open, Build and Battle Stadium, that's really your best bet. Pack number 2. Now, I did want to talk about singles a little bit. We're going to talk about 4, the 4 highest singles in the... Let's do some pack trick now that we're getting near the end. 4 highest in the main set and the 2 highest in the trainer gallery. So first off, there's the Charizard V alternate art, which started at a low of about 112 in February. It has since climbed quite a bit. It's now at 152.47. So, a good price. We have Piplup, Myrmidon Reverse, and Infernape Regular Holo. Pack number 3. Now, the next card we have that is, the next most expensive is the Charizard V-Star Rainbow, which is actually started a high of, it hit a high of 58.52 in March, then dropped down to a low of $39.64 in October. It's recovered some now. It's at $49.74 as of this recording. So, it's making a comeback a little bit. Then we do have the RCSV alternate art. That hit a high of 36.04 in July, crashed down to like 25.67 and is starting to recover at 27.65. Marty Spider Reverse and Professor Research Hollow. Now our last pack, Brilliant Stars. Now we do have 3 more cards to talk about, so I'm going to go through this pack really slowly. But we have the Ultra Ball Gold. That did hit a high of 34.2 in April, then it crashed down to around 21, actually like twice. And it's now at 25.98. That one had a lot of fluctuations in it, so I guess people weren't really sure what they felt about the card. But we go to the trainer gallery, we of course have the Umbreon VMAX that hit 60.05 in April, crashed to 31.40, and is now sitting at a high of 67.25, so those ones continue to go up. Of course, it is an evolution, it's going to keep doing that. And then also we have the, well, we'll talk about the one in a moment. Clink. Shroomish Reverse, and ooh, that was a terrible box. But the last card I'm going to talk about was actually this Sylveon VMAX, which we pulled. So this was actually at a low of $13.44 in March. It has jumped considerably. It went up almost 50%, is now at $20.64. And as of right now, this Sylveon is definitely the top pull. Much as I'm a Charizard fan, this is a good card. Now I have a few sleeve booster packs of Lost Origin. I didn't really want to open them in this opening, so we're going to do the ETB and the booster bundle here. The booster packs themselves actually saw a yearly low in March of $3.26, which is actually lower than what Brilliant Stars was. I think Brilliant Stars was at a low of $3.56, but the highs are drastically different. Seeing as Lost Origin is now at a high of $7.53, it's been a massive, year of gains for this set. Now it was around $4.93, I believe, around Black Friday, but it has since jumped to the current price, which is like a $2.50, $2.60 gain, which is pretty impressive. Now the ETB, which has 8 packs, did have a yearly low in February of $32.18, because Lost Origin kind of everywhere. It's in every product had it, like every box had some Lost Origin, so it was pretty easy to come by. Now at the beginning of 2025, it did hit about $66.69. It has since dropped down to like $64, but it's not completely terrible. And then this also was a one available for Black Friday for $20. It did have a drop there from like 56 down to like 42, but it jumped back up pretty quickly. But with these, you're looking at a price per pack of about $8.03. This is also one we've opened before, so not going to spend too much time on it. We'll give out the code card and pull out our 8 packs. Alright, let's see if this can do better than Brilliant Stars. Now this set did also have a Pokemon Center ETB. It does come with 10 packs. It was available for a good portion of this year, sold out around July, August. But that started, actually hit a low of $54.84 in June. And then is now at about $110. So that's another, it nearly doubled in price, which is kind of crazy. Caramel Reverse. Giratina V, alright. Another hit to start. First pack, we pulled the mascot for each of these sets, which is kind of weird. Pack number 2. Now, I did say the regular, the Pokemon Center ETB is 10 packs, $110, so you're looking at about $11 per pack. That's the most expensive way to get a pack that beats out the booster box, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So, again, people holding these, expecting them to accrue value, I think. They're not, getting them to open. Wind Up Arm Reverse, and Cramorant non-holo rare. Pack number 3. Yep, pack number 3. Now the build and battle products, which we're going to talk about a little earlier, because we're not opening a build and battle product this time, they pretty much started the year low. The regular box started at $16.13, is now at a high of $23.70, so not actually crazy gains. It's actually still, I think, the cheapest way to get Lost Origin packs at about $5.93 a pack. Poliwrath Reverse, Gliscor non-holo rare. Pack number 4. Now, the Stadium started the year at $37.67. It has since climbed to $72.15. Again, a little bit more than price per pack than the regular box. I think this is about 601 a pack, so not as good as the booster bundle. Oh, sorry, not as good as the Build and Battle box, which is interesting because the Stadium was actually the best way for building stars, but the Build and Battle box itself is the best way for Lost Origin. That's set we're opening. Siege Reverse and Clefable non-holo rare. Pack number 5. Now the booster boxes themselves for this set have one of the products that have really gone crazy. They started this year at about $141.74, and they've since jumped now to a significantly higher amount, about $387.95. Oh, we got Box of Disaster Gold, not a bad hit. Pack number 6. And the one thing you notice is a little bit different with this Lost Origin products. They've been kind of steadily gaining mostly. I think sparing the ETB like throughout the year. There's not a lot as much fluctuations. Like the booster box itself has just been climbing. So I wouldn't be surprised that it keeps climbing into this year. We have Rhyperior Reverse and Kingdra Hollow. And we're still in a situation. We have one more product to talk about, but we're about to open next, so we'll wait to talk about that. But the set's in a very similar situation to Brilliant Stars. They're the, I believe, the same, both regulation code F. So they will be cycling out this year. I don't know if we're going to see any restocks of anything on Pokemon Center. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more ETBs. All right, we got the Gengar from the Trainer Gallery. I did want to pull this one. It's sweet. And Stone Turner, non-holo rare. Down to the last pack of the ETB. But yeah, I feel hesitant to say that we would possibly get any more booster boxes. I think ETBs are definitely a possibility, like Shining Fates. Those still pop up, and that's a set that's a year and a half older than both of these or so. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more products come out for these sets. I don't think they're done yet, but they're getting close to done. So you want to get them, you can get them at MSRP. It's not a terrible idea right now. We have Oddish, Love Disc, Rhydon Reverse, and Giratina V-Star. Alright, that's a pretty good ETB. Now the last Lost Origin product we had talked about is the Booster Bundle before we talk about some of the singles. Now this started the year $27.62, just a little bit above MSRP. But it has since climbed. It's now at $56.40. It's been steadily gaining all year. And this has a price per pack of $9.90. So, pretty high. Not the best deal. But I would have these from long ago. So we're going to open one and see if we can pull from it at least. And 6 packs. Now we do have 6 packs left and 6 cards to talk about, so this should be a little less kind of rushed than the Brilliant Stars part was. But I'll start with pack number 1. Now the first card we're going to talk about for this set is the Giratina V alternate art. It could be no other. It did start the year at $247.60. Actually, not too many. 4, almost did. But yeah, it did rise steadily to $48.71 in May, and then dropped very steadily because we saw a lot of cards, especially alternate arts, the big ones from sets, go up in May of last year of 2024. But it is now, dropped to $326.95 September, and it's now up to $558.78, which is a record high for it. Let's see, we have Binnacle, Gumi, Pikachu V. Oh, we've done really good with Trainer Gallery today. We had some really good pulls. This is, I think, the top Trainer Gallery pull for Lost Origin. So here's our Arc Hollow. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sylveon, you lost your spot. You can go over here. There'll be another place of honor, but the Pikachu V Max takes it. Pack number 2. Alright, so the next card we're going to talk about is the Aerodactyl V alternate art. So that did start the year at a low of $82.07. It hit that in about February Then it did hit a high of 139.32 in May, and again, that's one of those May ones, so everyone's going crazy. It went crazy too. It dropped to about 93.61 in October. It's now at 108.53, so not back to its full high, but still, you know, still significantly higher than it started the year at. We have Trinet Reverse and Parasect non-holo rare. Pack number 3. Alright. So I'm going to do the card trick here, so I have like a little bit more time to talk, so I'm not quite so flustered. But now we're going to look at the Rotom V alternate art. We did start the year at a low of 29.05. It peaked to 44.44 in May. Then steadily dropped since and is now at about 32.62. So this is one that actually didn't start to really spike back up and hasn't quite recovered from that, you know, those big jumps the cards took during the year. We have Meaningful Reverse and another Giratina V-Star. Pack number 4. Right, and the last card in the main set we're going to talk about is actually the Giratina V-Star Rainbow, which had just so many fluctuations so far this year. So it did start the year at $15.27. It peaked at about $22.30 in May. Hit a low of $15.12 in August, peaked again to $21.72 in November, and is now at $19.12. So a lot of fluctuations there, and you know, the drop off from the most expensive card in this set to like the number 4 card is significantly steeper. Also because, you know, the highest card, the Giratina V alternate art, is like almost $600. And sorry, $560-ish, and then this card is 19. So the Trainer Gallery makes up a little bit of that space, but I feel like the cards a little closer together in Brilliant Stars. And oh yeah, that's another great pull. That's a good pull. And Rotom V. Hey, the Lost Origins, it's showing up today. I want to say this is like the 3rd most expensive Trainer Gallery card. It's like the Pikachu V Max, the Pikachu V, and then this Pikachu. Alright, now instead of opening during pack, I'm just going to show this card and talk about it. So we have the Pikachu V Max. This is the top card in the Trainer Gallery for Lost Origin. So it had a low in February of $28.67. It went up to $48.80 in late April. Dropped down to $30.81 in August. But its since climb is now at a high of $49.69. And this one's probably going to keep climbing because it's a sweet art. It's Pikachu, it's red. You know, I expect this one to just keep going up. Alright, but pack number 5, we can talk about the last card for Lost Origin. And the last card we are going to discuss is the Pikachu V Trainer Gallery. Now that one is really showing like Red's Pikachu and Red just in kind of like the normal form. This is obviously Dynamaxed, if you can't tell. But that one started with a low of 1887 to start the year. It did crest to 27.26 in July, dropped to 21.43 in September, but is now at a all-time high of 29.29 to start this year. So again, a lot of volatility in the, especially the Lost Origin cards, a lot of like cresting to May, going back down and coming back up to a new high, which you did not see in all the Brilliant Stars cards. I also didn't see in the Rainbow Giratina V-Star. We have Cascoon Reverse and Ariados non-holo rare. Alright, now we're on to our last pack of Lost Origin. Sadly, through all this, I was hoping I would pull an alternate art because we still need that Charizard V alternate art from Brilliant Stars. I wouldn't mind just pulling any alternate art from Lost Origin, especially that Giratina V. Maybe in this pack, who knows. This is our last pack, so let's do our customary flip. Oh, that was a terrible one, and I hit stuff. Let's try that again. Hopefully there's not a really expensive card in here. That'll do. So just from the recording process, I know this is probably going to be kind of a messy video. Apologies about that. Trying something a little bit new, talking about stuff I'm not quite as comfortable with, but I'm trying to get more comfortable with. You know, also I'm not super comfortable with like the strategy and playing aspect of this game, but I want to get more comfortable with that as well. I also need to fix my setup. My laptop with my notes is like all the way to the side of me where I have to turn my head to look at it. It's a terrible spot. I need to move it up closer so I can look at it and, speak directly into the mic. But yeah, definitely give me any feedback you have on this video. Anything you think I could change, make it better. I'm definitely open to that. All right, we have Radiant Hisuian Sneasler and Volo Rare. All right, and as we look at the hits, I want to say thank you for watching. Definitely a little bit different video than I normally do. And we did actually have a good number of hits. We had 5 from Brilliant Stars, sadly 2 duplicates. We did have this Sylveon VMAX, which is fantastic. We actually had 9 hits from Lost Origin in 14 packs, which is unexpected to say the least, and some great Trainer Gallery hits. Giratina V-Star, which I don't think I've actually pulled before. But yeah, this was a new style of video for me, so please let me know what you thought of it. You think this information is interesting, useful, better ways I can present it, definitely let me know. This was a new one for me, a lot more talking about pricing. Did a lot of kind of like note prep before this. Probably need to do a little bit better, a little bit more preparing. This was kind of like all done last night. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video, and I'll see you on the next video.